So hello guys, and welcome once again to a new video. Today I just bought a soundbar. This is from Sony and it's presumed to be faulty. The guy who sold me this unit told me that everything works fine. It powers up, switches between modes, optical, coaxial and analogic, but no sound is coming out of this baby. So my presumption is that the capacitor it's faulty somewhere in the input area. So I presume we should open it up and see for ourselves. It came with the power cord and the analogic plugs with RCA cable and jack at the other end, and with the remote control. One stupid thing that I saw at Sony is that if you don't have the remote control, you cannot operate this unit. So you cannot start it, switch between modes, nothing. There is no button, physical button here whatsoever, so nothing. So it's a good thing that I have also the remote control to power it up. So yeah, let's see if it powers up and see how it works and see what it's doing. Okay, so we have to connect here the power. Connect it to the power socket and power it up. Okay, so we have power. Here is the power LED. I don't know if you can see it, but here is the power LED. Okay, and also the surround LED, it's powered up. Volume, it works. So I don't hear any static. Let's hook also the analog cable. And connect it to a source. Let's find some uncopyrighted music from YouTube. Okay. So the power is full, and to be honest, I don't hear anything whatsoever. So at least the analog input is dead. Let's switch to other optical, coaxial. So unfortunately I don't have here a way to test the optical and coaxial inputs. I will have to go to my TV and test the optical and coaxial inputs. I will go now and come back later and tell you what's going on. So yeah, I have tested also the optical and coaxial inputs. Both are dead, also like the analog one. So it looks like there is no signal entering the amplifier. So Let's open it up and see if we can fix it. Okay, so we have removed all 14 screws. Yeah, there are 14 screws keeping this together. And I'm amazed that the power, the PCB is so tiny. Okay, let's see how it looks like. Maybe I will zoom in a little bit so you can also see what I'm doing there. Okay. So first of all, I see the connection to the speakers are okay. All the plugs are in. I think nobody has worked on it before. And I think it's a good idea. First of all, let's test the speakers. Could be that the speakers could be faulty, and then that's why we don't get any signal out. For this, I will put my multimeter on conductivity and test the plugs of both speakers. So yeah, the left speakers are okay, and also the right speakers. Yeah, I was assuming this will work. Okay, so are not the speakers. Let's go deeper. And get out the board. There are two more screws here, keeping the board on the plastic housing. And here there are two PCBs, the main PCBs and the one for the lighting and the LEDs. And they are kept together by a ribbon cable. So this ribbon cable, I think we can snap it out like this. Yeah, that's it. And I see also a ground wire. Let me try putting the camera more in a better angle. Good. Okay, so we have the ribbon cable here and also a ground cable connecting the two PCBs together. So let's pop out the main PCB. Okay, and disconnect the ground from the second LED PCB. So we can have more space to work on here. And disconnect the left speaker. And here, I don't know if you can see, here is the base connector for the subwoofer. Okay. Okay, and also the left speaker. And yeah, we have the PCB out. So this is so tiny. Very interesting. Okay, let's put this aside. And work only on this PCB. Okay. Here we cannot see anything. So first of all, let's see the capacitors. Based on the forum, I just searched on the internet. I found a forum, and the guys there were discussing about this specific soundbar. A lot of them had a similar fault where the soundbar was not powering up, or powering up for 1 second and then was powering back off. And the culprit for this was this capacitor here. Due to overheating, this capacitor is bulging and not working anymore. But in my case, this is not the case. So we have power, we have everything, it's working. We don't have a signal. So right on, by the looks of it, I see that all capacitors are not bulged. Actually, they look quite fine. Yeah. Let's take this heat sink off and yeah, see if we can see something on the other side. Okay. Let's remove this heat sink. And yeah, we have a lot of SMD parts, especially resistors and capacitors. On the first look, I don't see anything burnt. So Yeah. Okay, so I will start by my presumption here could be that one of these capacitors it's faulty. I don't know exactly which of them. So for this, I will have to unsolder each capacitor and test it on the multimeter. So this is a painstakingly process, and yeah, I will have to unsolder every component here. But I'm also thinking, since we have here two ICs, and these ICs have a lot of capacitors, ceramic capacitors, protecting their inputs. Maybe also here one of these capacitor could be faulty and or shorten out. If this is the case, unfortunately, this is beyond economically repairable due to the fact that I don't have SMD capabilities to solder. But in case one of these capacitors are the culprit, then maybe we can bring it back to life. So I will start testing these little capacitors here. For this, I will use the multimeter. Also set to conductivity. Okay, I will have to find ground somewhere, let's say here, and test both terminals of the capacitor. So from this one, in one direction is conducting, in the other direction not. Okay. So I think we already found one. So capacitor C572 could be shortened out. Also this one. Also this one. So yeah, by testing the capacitors here around this the main IC, looks like a lot of them, at least I counted 7 are broken. So by the looks of it, I think the IC has been shorted out somehow. To be honest, I don't know how. And there's no more reason to investigate further. From my point of view, this is beyond economically repairable. It's a good thing I didn't spent a lot of money on it. It was very cheap, but yeah, I will take these components as spare parts, maybe for a future project, and also the connectors here for future projects. But yeah, this soundbar will never work again. So yeah, I'm so sorry about this. This will be a very short video. I hope you like this video, even though I didn't manage to fix it. If you have some suggestions, please put it in the comment section below. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.